Certainly. But I want to talk to both of you in the conference room as soon as you're finished.
So what is this? One last attempt for a plea?
Plea for what?
For whatever it is you're after, Paige.
Why can't you believe me? I've already told you I don't want it.
Because I've gotten to know you fairly well.
I can understand your believing that I've been unfaithful to you.
Oh, I do believe that.
I've never been unfaithful
You
to you.
moved in with that guy. What am I supposed to believe?
Peter is only a friend.
You have a habit of moving in with your male friends?
Iris had fired me, Dennis. She'd kicked me out of the suite. I had nowhere else to go.
Come on, there are apartments all over Houston for rent.
I felt so alone. I didn't want to be by myself.
Don't give me that. You were seeing that guy while I was in jail.
That's not true.
Well, you got friendly awfully fast.
I knew Peter in Hollywood. But since he's been here, the only times I've seen him have been at the Top of the World Club.
Are you sure?
All right, one night, I got very upset and I needed someone to talk to, and I had dinner with him in his hotel room. That happened to be the night that I put Joe Foster together with Chris Shaw. As a matter of fact, Peter was the one who pointed it out.
I suppose you're going to remind me that you're the one who got the charges against me reduced from first-degree murder to manslaughter?
No, I'm not going to remind you of anything, Dennis. I only want you to know that I'll do anything for you. And that I'm not going to stop trying to get the charges against you dropped altogether.
I think it's a little bit late for that, don't you?
No, it's not too late.
Listen to me. I don't want your help, Paige. I don't need it. You and your cheap friends and your filthy pornographic movie. All I want from you now is to be left alone.
When I came here today, I was prepared for your hatred, Dennis. But I wasn't prepared for the depth of it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. You haven't seen anything yet.
You're really trying my patience, you know that, Elena?
I'm not trying to try your patience, Joe. I just want you to write the confession that'll get Dennis Carrington out of jail.
And I told you I'm going to do that when I get the money.
Too late then, Joe. He'll already be in prison.
What's wrong with a couple of days in jail?
I remember somebody telling me once that even a few days in prison can change a man.
Well, who is this Carrington guy, and what's the big deal with him? You hardly even know him.
Joe, it's not just Dennis I'm concerned with. I'm just as concerned with you as I am with him. I just want you to do the right thing.
If you were concerned with me, you'd help me try and get that money.
Oh, Joe, I am trying to help you. That's why I want you to write the confession.
Damn it, Elena! I wish I'd never met you!
You don't mean that.
No, I don't. But I want to know why you're making my life so miserable all of a sudden.
Joe, it's not me. Now, once you write that confession, you'll have a clearer conscience. That's what it is that's bothering you right now.
Great. I'll have a clear conscience and a cell in the Houston lockup.
I would not let that happen to you, I promise.
Oh, don't be naive, Elena. This is the big, bad world. Now, if I turn that confession over and the police find me and I've confessed to Chris Shaw's murder, they're going to throw me in jail. You cannot stop that from happening.
So, Joe, we will get you, or I will get you, the best lawyer in the country.
Look, I know you'll do everything you can. But the police are going to be on my tail once they get that confession. They're going to know I'm here, still in the country. Right now they think I'm in Mexico or someplace.
Joe, I know what it is that's bothering you.
I just told you what's bothering me.
No, I think that you realize that I'm right. If you thought I was wrong, you would just say no and forget it. But I know that you can't let an innocent man suffer either. Please, Joe. Please.
Who is it?
It's Elena Decker, Paige. I'm sorry for coming by without calling first. I know it's late.
What is it?
Paige, I have something real important that I have to talk to you about. I know, I guess you're surprised to see me here.
I am a little. Something wrong?
I have something that's extremely important. I have to give to you, but I've got to talk to you about it first.
Come in. What is it?
Well, I could get into trouble for even being here, Paige. The important thing, though, is to get Dennis free.
What did you say?
Look, you have to promise me that you won't tell anybody that I was here. I called over to the coop to make sure that Mr. Parnell was there. But nobody can know about what I'm going to give to you.
I promise, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about this.
What is it?
It's a confession from Joe Foster. It says that he killed Chris Shaw.
You're welcome. Would you and Mrs. Belden like to have cocktails before dinner?
We will wait for Mr. Carrington. Thank you, Alfredo.
Very good, sir.
How did things go at the office today?
All right.
Honey, is something bothering you? You seem to have been somewhere else ever since you came by KVIK to pick me up.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be a breach of confidence if I told you Dennis and Paige came by the office today. Dennis is filing divorce proceedings.
Oh, that's too bad. But it's not surprising. Not after what happened here the other night.
I don't know. Something's unnatural about Dennis' feelings toward Paige.
Unnatural?
He's too angry. Something's wrong.
Divorce can often bring out a great deal of bitterness in people.
Hello, Vicky.
Hello, Elliot.
Stryker. Elliot. I'm sorry if I'm a little late.
No, it's all right. We just arrived ourselves.
Oh, good. Well, I called Dennis and asked him to join us here, but he said he'd rather be alone tonight.
Did Dennis tell you that he stopped by my office this afternoon?
No, he didn't mention it.
I thought he might have.
Was he discussing his reporting to prison day after tomorrow?
Dennis has asked me to file for the divorce.
It's a confession from Joe Foster. It says he killed Chris Shaw. Read it.
I don't know what to say.
Well, it's dated and it's signed. You think the police will accept it?
I think so, but where did you get this, Elena?